COO and founder of iControl, Reza Raji. Come on, Reza.
Actually, thank you. By the way, just checking, how much time do I have?
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
I'll be talking for about 25 minutes about iControl. So actually, don't put this up yet if you don't mind.
Okay.
Or you could, doesn't matter.
I'll put this
I'll talk to it. So, all right. So let me tell you what iControl is all about. First of all, before I get into that, I have a quick question. How many of you guys have cable TV service in your home? Show of hands. It's a lot. It's almost everybody. How many of you have cell phones? Okay, it's even more. That's great. How many of you have broadband in the house, in your home? Okay. How many of you, last question, how many of you have home security systems in your home? Wow. It's like 10 maybe total? Okay. So what's wrong with that picture? Right? So home security systems have been around for 40 years, yet 10 of you have them. Broadband's been around for, let's say, 10 years generously. Almost all of you have them. Cable TV's been around for, gosh, 20, 25 years. All of you pretty much have them, that or satellite. And mobile phones have been around, you know, if you forget at the backpack and that brick thing you held, maybe 10 years, right? But you all have them. So why is it that security systems haven't really done, you know, the hockey stick? They're just kind of, just to give you some stats, there's about 23% of the homes in the US that have security systems. That's about 26 million homes, which is really pittance, right? It's nothing. It's a $7 billion market, so it's huge, but yet it still remains small. So what's happening, before I really get into iControl, I'm trying to set the stage for you why we're focused on what it is we're doing, is the cable companies and the broadband companies are looking at home security as a next bundled service. So they've done the triple play that you guys have all heard about. They've done broadband, cell phone, TV certainly, and also digital phone, VoIP as well, so quad play depending on what you're talking about. So they're looking at the next bundle service. They're all pretty much on rolling and doing really well. They're looking at the next bundle service, the quintuple play or the fourth leg after triple play, depending on how you look at it. And guess what? It's going to be security. And we know this for a fact. It's not just me standing up. I'm a little biased, obviously. But we know this for a fact. There's a whole bunch of activities going on. You don't hear about it in the news because it's where VoIP was maybe 4 years ago. Okay, you're just like, why do I need VoIP? I got a phone in my house. And lo and behold, VoIP has just taken off and skyrocketed. So with that stage, iControl, let me tell you a little bit about iControl, and I'll connect the two together. iControl is about 4.5 years old. I founded the company about 4.5 years ago with two other gentlemen. The idea is about 9 years old in my head, but I had a side job, like most of you, I guess, do or did before you did your gig. But 4.5 years ago, I cut the cord with my full-time paying job, and iControl became my full-time job. We're about 30 people right now. We're in Palo Alto. We just moved about 5 days ago from downtown Palo Alto to California Avenue, Palo Alto. And we're from a funding background. We were funded, we did our Series A, December of '05 through Charles River Ventures and Intel Capital. So that was nice and fun. This is something you don't know, Shabir. We just closed our Series B a week ago yesterday. So it's brand new news with Kleiner Perkins and John Doerr came on board. Of course, our current investors as well, so CRV and Charles River and Intel came as well. So yeah, thanks. So why these guys are excited is that what iControl has done is doing is we're basically delivering something called Home Security 2.0. Okay, it's the next generation of home security, but it's nothing like the home security you're used to hearing about, like ADT or Bay Alarm or Brinks. You all guys all know that. It's very different. It's you can kind of compare it to what TiVo did for VCR, okay, which is really taking it to a whole new level, or what iPhone did for the phone is what we're doing in the security industry. So we're bringing the broadband and the content and everything else, the whole user experience into it, and really creating something that people use on a daily basis. Security systems aren't used. There's I think it's something like 52% of the people with security systems don't bother arming and disarming their system. Go figure. They pay $35 a month, but they're not arming. So it's a ridiculous statistic. Now, there's multiple reasons why that is. And it's amazing that this industry, the home security industry, has gone on for 4 decades. And still, the systems you buy today are the same ones you bought 25 years ago, 30 years ago. There's almost no innovation, which blows my mind. It's the same 8-bit processor with the same ugly user interface. I hope nobody's here from a security company. I apologize if there is. So, it's the same rudimentary, 47 keys with, you got to do the Vulkan mind meld to kind of figure out what it is you have to do to get some features out of it. And it's really an industry that's ripe for somebody to come in and turn it on its head. Okay, it's kind of like the phone industry or VCR industry, if you will, a couple of years ago. And that's what we're trying to do. iControl's task is to deliver home security 2.0. So what we've done, I want to give you a show, Richard, if you don't, can I just go up there?
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me turning my back to you, I just want to give you a really quick demonstration of what that really means. So this is our homepage. I logged in already and through my account, so I have a personal account. And this is what a typical user would get. Now, of course, this would be branded by a cable company or a telco or a security company or whatever, whoever is using this platform. And the idea is you log in through your personal private portal credentials and you get to the summary page. So right now what I'm looking at is my house. Lo and behold, I have a system in my house. And I can arm and disarm my security system. So this is, at a very basic rudimentary level, connecting the security system to the internet allows me to arm and disarm it through a web browser or through my cell phone or through a widget if I have one on my desktop. But secondarily, what it also lets me to do is look at the status of all the devices in my house. So I have a bunch of devices, a garage door, front door, hot water heater, motion sensors. You can have as many devices as you want. And this is real-time status of all those devices. Additionally, I have a bunch of cameras. So I have 4 cameras. These are the last 3 images of each of the cameras. And you can see this is the front door camera. I'll click on that because that sounds like there's something exciting going on. I apologize for any nudity. I didn't warn anybody about this demo. So here's a picture that was taken at 2:30 p.m. today. And it tells you right here, you can see 2:30 p.m. picture was taken on the front door because the front door opened. So this is a very simple rule that was set up through the web browser. And I'll show you how to do that if you want offline. And every time the door opens, it takes a picture and emails it to me. So I really know exactly what's going on with the kids. What time the babysitter's coming, what time the house cleaner's coming, what time she's leaving. This happens to be, looks like it's a play date. So there's a mom with her daughter, I think that's her neighbor. And that little boy is one of my sons. It's not very useful information, but it is in a way useful because I kind of see my kid. That's sitting on a widget on my desktop at work. And I'm virtually at home, even though I'm really not there. And because of that simple rule, I have a couple of thousand photos here. Well, actually, it deletes every 30 days. So 971 photos, I exaggerated, of people coming and going. All the activity. I can go back, it's logged for 30 days or 60 days, however long you want it to log it. So that's there. You can look at video clips. You can look at, you can set up notifications so you get emails and text messages when things happen. You can set up automation rules so devices work off of each other. So for example, if the motion is detected, you turn on a light, you take a picture, and set the thermostat if you wanted to do that. And then you can set schedules up. So you can say, look, every morning at 8 o'clock, set the thermostat to a particular temperature because I don't want to forget to do that. Or every 5 minutes, take a picture of my kids' room and have it show up on the widget on my desktop. So it's really good if you have kids, or vacation home, or literally grandma who you want to know she's doing healthy, she's doing fine. So the idea here is allowing people to be somewhere when they're not. It's letting you monitor and control your home, what we call light assets. Staying in touch and staying connected to the things you love the most and you spend the most money on, right? And I bet you for all of you, it's your home and it's your family, it's your kids. If you have kids, or it's your parents, if you have other parents. And that's what we do. So notice, security is a small part of this, right? So we're not replacing security systems. And this is really key with our business model. And I think you guys are going to ask me how we make money, so I'll set that stage up as well. What we're doing is we're complementing security systems. We're not saying don't go to ADT or don't go to Brinks or don't go to Bay Alarm. Those are wonderful. There's 26 million systems already out there. We're leveraging those systems. That's huge. Unlike a lot of startups that are saying, hey, don't go to ADT. Come to us, we'll charge you $5 less a month. We're saying, no, keep your security systems. You've already invested money and time into it. You've already have sensors throughout your house. Use that to get a whole bunch of other services and benefits that you don't get today. That's really big. It's very similar to TiVo saying, imagine if TiVo came out 7 years ago and said, you know what, throw away your TVs. We're going to come out with this box that will give you the service and all the things that TiVo does. Well, they didn't. They leveraged the existing TV that everybody had. They put a box in there and delivered this content and this service